No Empire fighting. Hey! How's it? Bobby Smacks Hawaii here. This is Boom Mike. Boom. Boom, boom. It's boom, boom. Welcome to the channel. And, yeah, there's lots of stuff going on.
Orders, Commander.
Hey, Liz, what can go wrong? Yeah, I got court Monday. I just a pulley arraignment. Not guilty, Your Honor. I didn't even get to say my side of the story. It's all crazy. And then they arrested me. So, there's stuff other in the news. For example, the G7 conference. Man, G7 conference is just getting on the way. Is it Germany, Italy?
Chauffeur standing by.
I think Spain, right? Spain? Doesn't Spain count? France, Europe. I mean, like all of like the Europe, UK, United States. Trump fluffed it off. Biden's like right there, and then you're like, they're all there. They're there. Yeah, we're gonna do something about the pandemic. And now they're done talking about let's get together and put vaccines for all. Now that they're done talking about that, it's like, and now let's talk. What are we gonna do about this, China? That's all of them talking about what they're gonna do about China. Jesus. I don't know. So, that's what you expect governments to see them to be doing. Now they're all on the beach and they're gonna have a barbecue and whatever. And it's been 4 months and a couple of weeks since my warning community guideline violation warning video made the air 4 months ago, 2 weeks and 4 months ago. It's right after the riot, so I don't know. There's some dark material going around because it's right after the riot, and then they're like, we don't want you to be president, and all that. So I don't know. I gotta be thinking about this stuff because if it's in the news, it's gonna be probably pretty dark. Good news isn't, newsworthy. That's the thing. I had this saying, I wrote something down. I forgot what it was, though. And, what else was there? Oh, in 29 states in the U.S., there's a new Delta virus. In 29 states already, there's a new deadly Delta virus variant on the COVID-19. And, that's about it, except for the main headline, which is, we're in Tier 4, Tier 4, Tier 4, modified Tier 4, because this is modified newspaper. Yeah, this is where we look at what's in the newspaper. I gotta be modified that too, because I don't know, that might be taken the wrong way. I think my post-riot, because that's like right after the riot, I think it was political. I think someone was like, hey, he's saying something. Can him. Well, can one of these. I thought it was, never mind. What's in the newspaper? Well, let's see. Let's see what the headline is. It's Saturday with the online paper, but we got this reasonable facsimile, which we'll post right here to hold the place of the. All right. This is without glass. Ooh. Okay. Do the non-glasses thing once in a while for the pictures. Oh wait, let me take my glasses. Take one picture. Okay, so we got the online. Let's put this there. That's taken away. I'm gonna try to make it faster. I'm sorry about the 30-minute one, but hey, man. Got all my trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. I still remember the Scouts, dude. That's what the Masons are. They're just adult Boy Scouts. Okay, here we go. Headline is Oahu makes the leap to Tier 4. Nightclubs and indoor events will be allowed to 50% capacity. Some nightclubs with 50% capacity could have a lot more people, but there's modified Tier 4. It's like Tier 4. Mayor Rick is so happy. Blah blah blah. He's so happy because it's like pro business and he's a business guy. So, hey, look, guys, look what I got for you. Yay, the businesses are open again. So it's that side of the cheer reopening thing. But some businesses are like, oh, it says 6 feet because it's modified. So they don't really have the full capacity. So there's this whole thing. Here's the freaking list. Ding, the list. And just go to the mayor's Facebook page or the .gov for Hawaii. The board commits to spend $300 million to fit up Hawaii tourism industry. Hawaii Tourism Authority going to give first transit because tax distribution. What? There's many requested clarification from the U.S. Treasury, which is awaiting response. The board commits to spend $35 million in federal funds. So now they're just going to get federal funds for the state, but they want, hey, can we spend it all on tourism? Oh my God, we are our own tourists, I guess. Yeah, it was Kamehameha Day today, and they have it's at Iolani Palace. Oh, you can see that picture. Oh, Iolani Palace. Oh, Iolani Palace. That's where Steve McGarrett, Hawaii Five-O's, played by Jack Lord. That's where his office was. Your old Hawaii Five-O. Okay, I'm just wasting time now. I'm not supposed to make this fast. Okay, back in the day. Oh, look. Oh, jukebox. Oh, jukebox. Hey. Boombox, right? Boom, boom. Boombox. Or boom, boom. Oh, you know where I get boom, boom from? Which is old. Posing sexy. Look at me. My name is Boom, Boom. So, hey, man. If you lie to get me arrested, hey, I'm going to make fun of your boom, boom. Uh-oh, that might be a violation. I'm not making fun of anything. Boom boom was actually a slang from the Vietnam era, which is the 60s, pre-70s. So, jive turkey area of slang. Anyways, boom boxes, this is the 80s. They had the big ones, but here's the kid with the little ones. The thing is, they suck up D batteries like crazy. This guy's AM, FM cassette stereos prompted, the cassettes too, prompted radio stations to compete for these young listeners, which is a thought that I didn't think of. They're playing different music because they got young listeners. Interesting. I think that's interesting. Records show how far Trump officials go. Okay, the Department of Justice. Okay, I was a teacher and I was certified in 4 different states, right? Full certification in four states. Full certified, licensed and certified, licensed, good to go in 4 different states, and still had trouble finding a job because of the economy, and they didn't want to hire outside of their own little group of friends, basically. But I got checked out by the DOJ, Department of Justice, each time. So each time for a state, it goes to the federal Department of Justice and they check me out again. So I've been checked over 4 times by the federal department because I had to do the next state. But when T-Bear was doing his thing, his jive turkey thing, and his Department of Justice was being tweaked, he sent them after people putting out leaks. People basically going, hey, I think there's Russians in our election. And hey, I think this guy's caught talking to him. And when they're checking that out to see how factual it is, or if they can produce facts, then it's all a game of blah, 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 blah. and he sent the Department of Justice against these people. So that's basically illegal on the high crimes and treason. There's treason, and then there's high crimes. When you're in a high office and you commit this kind of stuff, it's called high crimes. Just so you know, political science. All right now, and this Department of Justice, the brand new and improved Department of Justice, is reviewing the voting restriction laws going all over the state. So that's good news. I'm glad they're doing that. I'm glad they're airing it out in the light. Okay, all the vaccines are about to expire because no one wants to get them anymore because they think they got them or they think they can lick the virus. Woohoo! But tourism's coming back in Hawaii. Yay! I guess. For me, it's just crowded. This is more crowded. I go to a store and it's all crowded. Like, oh no. Yay, tourism. And weddings on the beach. And this is, guys, the Pulitzer Prize winning photo. Pulitzer Prize winning photo. That's like badass. This guy is like the black guy with the tats on the neck going like toe to toe, right? Tit to tit with the National Guard guy. It's like, wow, what up, eh? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about this, eh? Injustice, what you gonna do? And the National Guard guy's all rigged up with his headgear. He's a National Guard dude. He's the wrong guy. That's not really the bad guy. Anyway, it's Pulitzer Prize winning photo. And I don't want that pop up. G7 to share, jostle around in the sandbox. So after they're done playing, they put on their board shorts and they put in the sandbox. And Putin's gonna go talk to Biden's gonna go talk to P. Youth in there after this. So they're all, hey, what you gonna say? The news person goes, hey, he's like walking away. Joe Biden, Joe Cool. He's walking away, and the news says, what are you going to say to Putin? What are you going to ask Putin? What are you going to say to Putin? You got a message for Putin. What are you going to say to Putin? President Biden turns out, he's like, I'll tell you. I'll let you know after I tell him. And keeps walking. That's what you do. You don't let these paparazzi guys wanting the freaking scoop. They ain't Pulitzer Prize winners for Putin photos. Wedding takes off restrictions are eased, so everyone can get married in Hawaii. No, that's like big business, man. The big business. I was married, they're going to say that forever. As we were married in Hawaii. Sorry. And now, political cartoon, because we're just going to go in order. This scrambling around in this online page. The FDA approves first treatment to slow cognitive decline. Throw out the freaking cable news. You could just switch the channel instead of just dashing your big screen out the window. But it's a cartoon, come on. It's a political cartoon. They're so funny. Yeah, they're so funny. Alright. Since I said in order, let's see what we got. Now let's come back. Shall we? Let's come back. We'll do the political cartoons for sure. I mean, okay, not much going on though. It's like Botticelli nominated for police. God, this is a famous Renaissance sculptor painter. Botticelli right up for police commission. All right, we need you just because your name's Botticelli. Holy shit. Teen can get free YMCA summer membership. Okay. Go back to teen camp. Historic kids. Oh, this is kind of interesting. On Plymouth Rock, right? Plymouth Rock where the Pilgrims landed. Mayflower and all that. They're going to build a park to commemorate the Pilgrims and a Pilgrim Park. You go there and you have your lunch in the Pilgrim Park and feed the pigeons in the Pilgrim Park. But before they do that, they're going to send the excavators, actual archaeology excavators, not the bulldozers. They're going to send the excavators out there to make sure one last look, because it's the first cemetery in North America for these guys, and they want to find some actual pilgrim stuff before they pave it over as a park. Anyways, I think that's archaeology. It's that, and never mind. It's not like that. It's not like Indiana Jones, but that's a good movie. I love those movies, but it's not like that. Archaeology is really weird. It's different, and if you don't have good knees, sorry, son. This guy, man, he was in Pearl Harbor, he was one of the sailors that died in Pearl Harbor, the attack in Pearl Harbor, December 7th, 1971. And it was a military-to-military attack, not like 9/11 was military. Well, it wasn't on a civilian target. This was actually a military target, just, as a side historical note. And he died about being a sailor aboard the USS Oklahoma. Now, he was buried as unknown, but they did scientific testing. It's called osteology, human osteology. And I had to study human osteology, and I handled so many human bones that, Bucky, you'd be jealous. I had so many human bones, so many skulls, so many hair, femurs, humeruses, and bones. But they discovered his bones through DNA testing in osteology, and they ID'd him. And they're going to send him back to Arkansas to be buried with his family. So that's like a nice story. A little moribund, but it brings families together too. And there's sports and there's basketball and Djokovic and now we're down with now we're down to this view. Okay, blah 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 blah. And there's food, and this guy during the 1910 mass, and woof, we just won love. And then there's like all the sad stories of people died, and it's like 600,000 people died in the U.S. That's more than World War I, World War II, Vietnam War, Korean War, and 9/11 all combined. In the U.S., more people died than those number of people. That's like, I have no friggin' sympathy, and I just don't even debate people that are Jesus got nothing on us. Oh, because you're a food distributor? I did that a little bit in Texas. Jesus got nothing on us. Except he can forgive sin if you follow Christianity. Sin is like, if you wronged somebody else and they're like, damn you, I'll never forgive you, and they're mad and they're resentful and they don't like you because you wronged them. Now imagine that other person you wronged was God. That's sin. So, in the Christianity thing. But in the Christianity thing, Jesus can forgive sin. So, I'm sticking with Christianity. I'll learn about other religions, but that's the one. But as far as this, Jesus got nothing on us. Yeah, he did. He can walk on water. You can't. How about that one? The miracle parts. Raise somebody from the dead. Woohoo! Good for that. I'm boxing groceries. Yeah. You also got a big head. That's just ego. Everyone in modern day, they deep downplay faith and ego because you can't prove God. You can't prove it. You can't prove anything in the Bible. You can't prove it. So a lot of atheism, and so it's easy to say that if you discount God's stuff, it's like you don't have to obey all those rules. I don't have to obey any rules, none whatsoever. And people get big heads, they overinflated egos and stuff like that. I digress. Psychoanalysis of lack of whatever. Now come on, we're gonna get back to the thing. Maybe I shouldn't have abandoned it. Okay, we're gonna make this kind of fast. If I can fast as can be. Not counting, okay, this letters to the editor, so here we go. Yeah, okay, so I can read it. Not counting young kids, 61% are vaccinated. I wish to take issue with the current official vaccination rate of 54%. Parenthetical, based on completed vaccinations of 766,140 and Hawaii's resident population of 1,422,000 per the State Department of Health. Like I said, 1,422,000 state resident per State of Hawaii Capital Hawaii website as of June 11. End parenthetical. Okay, we get demographic statistics. Since children under 12 are not able to get vaccinated at this time, by right they should be excluded from the tally. There are estimated 172,000 children under 10 years old of age, according to U.S. Census data for 2019 with a vaccine-eligible population of 1,250,000, subtracting children under age 10. You've been cancelled? No, you've been subtracted. The completed vaccination rate should be at least 61%, which exceeds Governor David Inge's threshold for further lifting restrictions. Rodney Funakoshi Kakako. That's a tough one, but that's a lot of manipulation, and I agree. There's a demographic that they are not vaccinating because they haven't determined the safety of the vaccination at a younger age group. So factoring it in as who and who is not vaccinated, but overall, they're not vaccinated. And overall, I ain't buying this. The children have natural immunity. I don't give a. And if you throw a pinch of salt over your shoulder, your sins are forgiven. Stop those who would overthrow the government. We have a group of people trying with devious skills to overthrow our government for personal gain, money, and power. They call themselves Christians, but ignore most of God's commandments. The truth, eh? Their so-called leader is as many-time adulterer. They do not love their neighbor as themselves. No, only those who are like-minded can supply them with more wealth. How many of them really thought about what this country would look like if they succeed? Unless you are of great importance to the government regime, you will be at the mercy of the powerful. Guns will be confiscated. Parenthetical, there are no private guns in Russia. End parenthetical. You will be poisoned or imprisoned if you speak against the regime. I guess they're inferring Russia. You will have no rights except those given to you by the powerful. Do not let the dark side rule. Carol Priolo, Pearl City. And remember, don't let the dark side rule.
Ready for action.
Don't let them rule. Back. You. Pearl City. Abortion opponents should help or adopt. People who are of the opinion quote their creator. Shut up, Darkside. I got my mallet of justice. Quiet now, right? People who have the opinion, quote, their creator gives them the free will and the right to make choices, end quote, and how morally wrong it is for women to abort their baby makes me so upset. Parenthetical, legal isn't the same as, cite article June 8th. Legal isn't the same as morally. We covered that letter. People who stand in judgment should be the first in line to become a resource caregiver. Parenthetical, formerly known as foster parent, in parenthetical, or be first in line to adopt children. Kathy Espinoza Mason Kailua. Yeah, if you ain't part of the solution.
Super reporting for duty.
Try not to complain about the problem. Anyways, that's about it, and I think I want to go over it. Oh, shoot! Man, again? Okay. It's Saturday. Hang loose. Take it easy. That was probably long gone. It's probably long gone by now.